What is going on, my Patriots? How y'all guys doing? Welcome to another edition of You Guessed It, Joel Davis Media Network. If it's your first time tuning in to the broadcast, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell up top. Please like and share. Please like and share. So tonight, guys, I am going to be streaming on two platforms. Okay, I'm streaming on YouTube and Rumble. Please support me on both with the super chats. If you cannot afford the super chats on YouTube, you can always go to Rumble. Okay, now I'm about to go on my community tab right now. I'm about to uh um put the link in right now where I'm at, where I'm streaming, so you guys can be able to be a part of the experience. Now, let's talk about tonight. I'm going to give y'all a rundown before we get into the show. We're going to be talking about crime and politics. Now, why I say crime and politics? Because we are going to talk about some of the heinous crimes that has happened in the U.S. this week, and we also going to talk about what's going on with the midterms as well. Okay. Now, with that being said, please, if you can, support us on both of these channels. Now, I'll probably be a little bit longer stream than normal, and I'll probably run into the 11ish type of frame because there's a lot to cover, but I'm going to try to cover as much as I can, as fast as I can. Now, please be aware, tomorrow night, I know that usually my brother ABL streams. I will be off. So that means I am going to be streaming on the late night tip. I probably start my stream between 10:45, 11 o'clock. So go ahead on, get prepared to bring the crew over there where I'm at. So, with that being said, sit back, relax, go and get you your favorite beverage, and be prepared for another night of Joel Davis Media Network Live, where I will read your comments, include you in the stream and in the broadcast, and get it done like we always do. Y'all know what it is. It's time for us to get patriotic, baby. What is going on, everybody? Everybody, what's going on? All right. So, like I said, I'm streaming on two platforms tonight. We will be on here in Rumble. All right. Now, this is my game plan with Rumble. I am going to start streaming every time I stream here. Everybody, I will be streaming on Rumble. Sorry about that, with my phone in the background. Now, when we get crunk, like if I'm going to talk about something that is really, really, really going to be extreme, okay, where it's going to get some real talk type of thing, it's going to give, as I would call, very X-rated. I'm going to stream it regular, but I'm going to put it in the member archives. So that means for you to be able to see it, you're going to have to be a member. All right. If you want to see it on the YouTube side, if you want to see it on the Rumble side, you know what it is. It's going to be definitely available at all costs. Now, if I really want to kick it up a notch, then we will definitely make it a lot more top notch on locals, which is on Rumble. So if you want to join my locals, go ahead on, click on that through Rumble, and we'll go from there. But with that being said, how is everybody doing tonight? I know I told y'all 8:30, but your boy has some. Listen, I ain't got the best computer in the world. My laptop, even though it's a Mac, the one I recently got, it's freaking 7 years old. So when you got a 7-year-old laptop, you got to make it do what it do. You know what I mean? So there's times where things are not going to go out like it's supposed to, but it's fine. I'm not tripping because at the end of the day, I'm all about trying to make sure that you guys have that type of great content. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But first things first, I want to tell everybody I'm glad that you're here. I know we got a lot of people in the chats on YouTube coming in, streaming in. Also, I'll get people slowly trickling in on Rumble as well. I will go back and forth on my Rumbles and see what people have said. Listen, Rumble, you can donate on the super chat. It's only costs $1. If you do, I can't hear it unless I go to my phone. So you may have to go over to my YouTube side and notify me and say, hey, man, I dropped the donation for you on Rumble. And that helps me keep out front. So that way I can get more people to follow me on Rumble as well. We're trying to grow, man. We're trying to be on all platforms. So tonight we're going to be touching base on some crime and politics. The first thing we're going to talk about on the crime sector is what happened recently in Houston, Texas. Now, I know a lot of you that follow me are not on the hip hop scene. I know a lot of y'all don't like a lot of these hip hoppers because of their music and what they say, and I respect that because, yes, some of their music is downright fucking crazy. But in this particular genre here with this young man and the Migos compared to these new ones that's been rapping, I would give them a rated R besides X rated. But either way it goes, the young man, 28 years old, got killed over an argument over a dice game, allegedly. Now, I'm finna go and put up and change the program so you can see what this young man looks like. Now, give me 1 second here. Now, give me 1 second. I always like to uh, at least show a picture of somebody when I break it down and talk about it. I'm trying to do one where it's not showing him on the ground and all that because I don't want to do all that. It's not my thing. I don't like putting pictures of people's uh, dead body on my stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just a respect thing. I wouldn't want nobody to do that if it was one of my children. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to be respectful for the dead. No matter what they did, good or bad, it's just a respect thing. I think a lot of people don't do that no more, you know? A lot of people just don't kill. Let's see. Yeah, give me 1 second, guys. I'm back, guys. I'm sorry. My wife is trying. My dog just came in. Okay, now I got the image. So let me go up here and put this up on the next page here. Is my am I looking crazy on Rumble? If I'm looking crazy on Rumble, let me know because last time they said it was coming through very good. So let me know if you're having a hard time on my Rumble. Anybody on Rumble that's following me, go over there now and see if you can see me because I hope you can. Because if it's not, it's gonna be. I'm really gonna hate that All right, so this is the young man here that passed away. Now, he was with the supergroup, the Migos. Now, this supergroup is worth between the three of them over 80 something $1 million. Okay. These guys have been rapping for a couple of years now. They're kind of like the rap Beatles. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hear about if you want to hear about a group close to the Beatles, that would be them. Oh, okay, just Roku Rumble. All right, I got you. So either way it goes, he was the quiet one in the group. Yeah, he wore nice chains and stuff, but he wasn't flashy. Wasn't a guy that always wanted to be on the scene. He just liked to make music and chill with his uncle Quavo, who I showed you in my previous video. That is another part of the Migos. Now, recently the Migos broke up. That's a different story. I have to talk about that on my hip hop channel. You can follow me there, and I'll put some more content on there about that when I get a chance on my vacation next. But either way it goes, they went to Houston to a party for a guy named Jay Prince Jr. Okay, Jay Prince Jr. had a birthday bash or whatever have you. I don't know if it was Jay Prince or Jay Prince Jr. Let me look for a second and find out that. That's a good question, y'all. Give me 1 second. I gotta see if I'm right, cause I want to make sure I give y'all all the info. Okay, hold on for 1 second. All right, I'm back. Let me see here. I just want to make sure I got this birthday right of this guy, cause I don't want to give no. Okay, so yeah, it was Jay Prince. All right, bowling alley, Jay Prince. Okay, so I'm right. Just trying to make sure I get this story right while talking to you guys. All right. So anyway, Jay Prince, the hip hop Mongol of Houston, Texas, who used to be is still the record owner of Rap a Lot Records and has produced the Ghetto D Boys. If you're back in the late 80s and early 90s, he's well respected. Well, he had his birthday party at this 810 bowling alley in Houston, Texas. It was a private party of 40 to 50 people, or they would say his closest friends. And after that, they had this party, and for some odd reason, this young man's uncle Quavo, who's a part of that group of Migos, got into it with some associates of the Jay Prince, aka Mob Ties, which I don't know how in the hell do kids that was brought up on in a rich lifestyle, never been in the hood, never seen the hood, all of a sudden call themselves Mob Ties. But I digress. Got into it over about a dice game and a basketball game earlier that day, allegedly. And one thing led to another. And before you know it, shots rang out and this young man got hit. Okay? This man right here got hit. He wasn't even a part of this dice game, but he got hit twice. Twice in the head, and I think he got hit once in the torso. You can't make this shit up. Now, a lot of people are saying that the Houston police that's investigating this Houston chief, the way he was talking, and I showed y'all that, and we broke that down on the last one. He was like, you know what, guys, we gotta do better. We gotta save this industry. Industry? Dude, have you noticed what happened in the last 10 years in the rap industry? These young people are dropping like fucking flies. They killing them like it's a damn you know how you go to the carnival and you take that little gun and you shoot at those little targets and every target that you get a bigger prize. The more targets you knock down, that's what's happening in this rap industry right now. These young people are dropping like flies. They don't give a damn about them. They don't. They don't give two shits about these young people. And this guy to have the audacity to say that, you are a police chief. Your job is to protect Houston, sir. That is your job. Your job is not to save the rap industry. If that's what you think your job is, then that lets me know that you on somebody's payroll in the rap industry. You're not doing your damn job. Your job is to protect the citizens of Houston, Texas. But that's that Democratic thinking. We gotta save the industry. It's the white man that's making all these people die. No, it's not. Like I said before, and I say it again, and I stand on it. There's two types of black folks in this world. And I will say it again, it's black Americans, and there's one I said, and I say it every time, and I stand on it, niggas. And that's what this shit was right here. It's a niggerish shit. This could have been avoided. You went up here and you're fighting over money. And let's talk about this. You, Quavo, and you, and the boy's uncle and himself, Quavo especially, you worth $26 million. $26 million. Okay? You're worth $26 million. You are in Houston, Texas. Okay? You know that this right here is a place where there is a lot of high crime. They just recently buried a hip-hop producer who was a rapper's cousin, Lil Boosie, that died over a dice game in that same damn city. So you mean to tell me common sense didn't kick in? And this was with the same people that was supposed to be protecting you in this city. This mob-ties people. The people that you got to check in with. And this is the thing, guys. And we talked about this on my channel. On the channel recently. Do you hear Garth Brooks checking in some damn way? Do you hear freaking Donald J. Trump checking in some damn where? Do you hear of Rage Against the Machine checking in somewhere? Do you hear Justin Bieber checking in some damn where? Do you hear of Eminem checking in some damn where? Do you hear the rapper Tom MacDonald? Shout out to Tom MacDonald, one of the realest rappers out right now. Do you hear him checking in somewhere? No, you don't hear that shit at all. You know why? Because, for one, hey, what's going on, the Thomas Tabasco? Thank you for dropping by. For one, they are here to do business. They're going to do their business. They're going to give you a performance. That's what they're supposed to do. And they leave it. They're not trying to check in to be cool with somebody. M5 News, thank you for the $9 super chat, brother. I appreciate you. Also, too, M5 News, follow me on Rumble as well, bro. You can support me over there, too, man. You can push me a donation. Don't have to be as much as that, but whatever your heart desire over there, so we can keep it pushing, baby. So we can keep it pushing. I mean, I just don't understand it. Make it make sense. That's all I want to know. Just make it make sense to me. That's all I'm saying. All right, I definitely tell them about definitely get Creature Freacher, man. Whatever, whoever it is, as long as they make the chat light up, I'm with it. Because to me, this right here should be a lesson learned from every young Black American that is trying to hold on to this persona that they got to be thugged out in hood to do rap music. You know, back in the day, Run DMC, all these guys, they didn't have all this bullshit and this drama. Hell, even NWA, as crazy as they was, they didn't even have all this much damn drama. Ever since Tupac and Biggie, no one has learned their lesson yet. You gotta move different. If you got someone inviting you to come to their bash, and they say, "Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna show you a good time on the night on the town. I'm gonna protect you, blah blah blah," but you know they track record of where they've been fucking up lately, I'm sorry, I pass. I send your father, Jay Prince, I don't know, some iced out chain or whatever, and keep it moving. And let's talk about the video of the man's body laying there dying. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to go and move on to the next topic. This young man was laying on the ground, y'all. And we got more people interested in trying to record the man's dead body. You can't make this shit up. This young man is dying. Literally dying in front of literally dead, basically. Instead of getting an ambulance and consoling the family members, the entourage's friends, everybody's trying to get videos. And you got the man that's supposed to be over the party that took him all around the city, that Jay Prince Jr. guy, walk over by him like it wasn't nothing. Like, well, that motherfucker dead, ain't my problem. I mean, talk to me, young folks. Do you really want to be in the thick of the mainstream rap industry with cutthroat suckers like that? I don't. I'm sorry. I want to be surrounded by people who not only going to enjoy my music, but is also going to ensure my protection. And by the way, if I'm coming to a place where I know it's highly suspect and dangerous, and I can't have no weapons on me, because they said allegedly that these guys didn't have no weapons, but then again, they showing footage of his entourage doing having weapons. I mean, can't do it. Let me go up here and read some of these comments right quick before going to the next topic. Devin said, "Joe, we have a culture that has no concept of the miracle and value of life." Devin, you're right. We don't have a culture that that understand the value of life. We have a culture now that loves death. They promote death. They brag about death. They talk about death. They languish in death. And we have a culture that likes to create situations where they can be close to death. Think about what I'm talking about here now. You got young people today. I see more and more young people every day be talking about, man, I got ops, bro. I got ops. You know what I'm saying? I got real ops. And they embrace that shit. They really get into it. Shout out to Hidden Angels on Rumble. Thank you, Hidden Angels. Thank you for the donation last time. Hidden Angels, if you can get more people over there to Rumble. If you can, I don't know if you can. So that way we can get it crunked there. I know I got a good following over here on YouTube right now. So again, thank you. You're not by yourself. There's other people watching too. All right, guys, let's go ahead on and move on from that crime, and let's talk about some other pressing news in today's news. Now, I'm gonna go off of the top stuff that happened this week. Probably gonna be going with Fox News a lot, and maybe even Breitbart News. But we're gonna also talk about some midterm shit, because it's time to talk about midterms. Y'all know what it is. It's time to talk about it, baby. Midterms time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So we're going to talk about the Paul Pelosi story. Let's talk about Paul Pelosi, the man who protect himself at all costs in his underwear. Paul Pelosi, guys. Paul Pelosi can't make his ass up. We're going to talk about Paul, man. Got to talk about Paul Pelosi. So, if you haven't heard, Paul had another close encounter with life, okay? This time, first time was a DUI, fender bender, wife was away and he had to get arrested, no, la, 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 la. Now it's 2:30 in the morning. He hears a noise. He goes downstairs. He looks to his left. He looks to his right. He sees David the Pape in his underwear saying, "Where's Nancy?" And next thing you know, you got Paul being very stern, probably looked in between his eyes and says, "Why are you looking for Nancy when I'm right here?" Oh, man, I had to get y'all with that. Oh, my God, man. I know. I'm wrong for that, y'all. I'm wrong for that. I had to get y'all with that, man. I had to get y'all with that. Anyway, they called the 911. Paul Pelosi says he here with his friend. And the next thing you know, Paul is getting a feel of that hammer time. So much of hammer time that now Paul had to go get surgery and he's home. Now, they say that Paul family, the Miss whatever her name is, Nancy Pelosi, that she's supposed to have on video footage. Oh, shout out to my boy M5 Newsgate. $10 super chat on the Rumble. Brother, I appreciate you, bro. M5 Newsgate, keep sharing my stuff, man. Keep supporting me. I love you, brother. I'm for real, for real. No, I do not want hope, but if you want my personal addy, I give it to you. I'm not afraid nobody get me because I live in the woods and I got plenty of resources. So I'm not worried about nobody running up on your boy. I promise you that. Oh, oh man. So either way it goes, guys, he's home now. And no one is not talking about this anymore. What is going on? Why is nobody not talking about it? And why did he call David the Pape a friend? Now they said he did it because he was scared for his life. All right. Not to mention, this is what really bugs me about this whole fucking story. All right. Not only these two men are dueling it out in their underwear, is that nobody never talks about who's the third guy that opened the door. No one's released any video footage. No body cam. And then why are they trying to say David the Pape is a MAGA supporter? Guys, didn't we talk about this earlier? Trump syndrome is real with these folks. When they can't accept the fact that they're fucked up, they gotta find someone else. It always seems that way, don't it? what they say? They say, oh yeah, he's a Trump supporter. Make it make sense to me. How is he a Trump supporter? He doesn't. He doesn't even fit the boxes. Okay, good. Thank you very much, M5 Newsgate. Thank you very much. Thank you for telling me Fan One is a fraud. I will remove that comment on Rumble. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for getting people over M5 Newsgate. Tell your friends if they like my stuff, keep sending them over. We trying to build over there too. We trying to be an army in this bitch. I mean, I'm just trying to figure this all out. Get back to Paul Pelosi, man. I mean, this thing here just trips me out. It really does. Now, here's what really trips me out about this whole situation. All right, is that we have no body cam footage. We have no surveillance of what happened in the house when there's supposed to be surveillance. Secret Service, I understand that she has Secret Service, but if she's third in line for the president, I would assume that you would have Secret Service watching for your husband. I mean, I just think that there is some shit going on in the Pelosi family. I think that there's you know what they say, what you do in the dark comes in the light. I think Paul Pelosi got a secret lifestyle or something, man. I mean, for real, I think he got some kind of secret life. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't really sit well with me. Exactly, M5 Newsgate. I'm with you. We need to. We need to get people to share. I mean, it just don't well with me. I want to go on in the comments and see what they say about this story. Uh, Don Brady said a polite attacker let him make it to the bathroom to make a phone call. They need to quit making stories match evidence. Exactly, Don. This man is deranged. And you had another person in there. How was it you were able to make the call in the bathroom yourself? You had another guy there in him. And how is it that you and the guy are fighting with the hammer? And then here's another confusion thing that is confusing me about this whole story. The cops just let them duel it out. Now that's even more weird. And they said they did that because they didn't want to wanted to make sure that they didn't harm any of the victim in the suspect. Well, don't you think the victim is getting his ass whooped by he's an old man who's getting that work from a 40-something-year-old loony to it? Yep, you right. Skeletor show has been. NBC, Devin said NBC said it was Paul. And everything else. Let me see what else. No, Noel Garcia said he was so scared that he answered his own door too. Yeah, but then they said it was another man answered the door, so it's all confusing to me. It's like the reports just ain't adding up. Let's dive into this one and see why NBC. So a report that aired on the Today Show was pulled after it went viral. NBC News retract the stunning report. Now, hold on for a second. Let me see what it says here. Because it caused a firestorm on social media after it retracted that allegedly transpired when police responded to the attack on Paul Pelosi. But the network's retraction is fueling even more questions. So let me see what they're trying to retract. I'm gonna pause this because I don't want to hear it right now while it's playing in the background. So NBC News caused a firestorm on social media after it retracted its explosive reporting on last week's attack on Paul Pelosi. Now, on the Friday installment of Today, NBC News national correspondent Miguel Almaguer went viral for stunning revelations of what apparently transpired when police arrived to Pelosi San Francisco home. All right, let's see what they say. I don't know if they're gonna let me play this report or not. Let me see.
NBC News learning new details about the moments police arrived. Sources familiar with what unfolded in the Pelosi residence now revealing when officers responded to the high priority call, they were seemingly NBC News learning new details about the moments police arrived. Sources familiar with what unfolded in the Pelosi residence now revealing when officers responded to the high priority call, they were seemingly unaware they'd been called to the home of the Speaker of the House. After a knock and announce, the front door was opened by Mr. Pelosi. The 82-year-old did not immediately declare an emergency or try to leave his home, but instead began walking several feet back into the foyer toward the assailant and away from police. It's unclear if the 82-year-old was already injured or what his mental state was, say sources. According to court documents, when the officer asked what was going on, defendant smiled and said everything's good. But instantaneously, a struggle ensued as police clearly saw David DePape strike Paul Pelosi in the head with a hammer. After tackling the suspect, officers rushed to Mr. Pelosi, who was lying in a pool of blood.
Law enforcement officials tell us the bottom line here is this was a terrifying situation. We still don't know exactly what unfolded between Mr. Pelosi and the suspect for the 30 minutes they were alone inside that house before police arrived. Officials who are investigating this matter would not go into further details about these new details.
All right, so I play a little bit of that clip. It act like it wants to do its own thing. So I'm just gonna read down what it's saying. So if you heard what they saying, they said after the knock, the police came over, high priority call. Allegedly, when Today, what they call themselves, NBC Today reported on this. The front door was opened by Mr. Pelosi. Hold on for 1 second, guys. Everything from the 82-year-old Pelosi, a husband, Paul. So Paul answered this door. So as soon as Paul answered, okay, hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back. So, sorry guys, I got a crazy house tonight. All my teenagers. All right, yeah, definitely M5 Newsgate. Let's get some more visitors on Rumble, and y'all can work on YouTube on the other side. So they saying the 82-year-old man, Paul Pelosi, came in and was like, "Yo," they came by and he was like, "I'm not distressed. I'm good," basically. At first, now that's what NBC News were reporting. Let's continue breaking this down now. So he didn't declare emergency or try to leave his home, but instead began walking several feet back into the foyer towards the assailant and away from the police. It's unclear if the 82-year-old was already injured or what his mental state was, say sources. Weird. Now, according to court documents, when the officer asked what was going on, defendant smiled and said everything's good, but instantaneously, a struggle ensued as police clearly saw David DePape, whatever his name is, strike Paul Pelosi in the head with a hammer. After tackling the suspect, officers rushed to Mr. Pelosi, who was lying in a pool of blood. Now, Almager concluded in his report by telling Today co-host Craig Melvin, we don't know exactly what unfolded between Mr. Pelosi and the suspect for the 30 minutes they were alone inside that house before police arrived. Officials who are investigating this matter will not go into further details about the new details. Now, this report made around Twitter and raised more questions than answers regarding the occurrence at the Pelosi residence. Now, not long after it was shared online, NBC News removed the report from its website and on social media. Y'all tell me how suspect that sounds. Okay? Y'all released this report. Now, y'all supposed to be reporters. And usually, you are supposed to check everything you got going on. So, how in the world, out of nowhere, that you didn't show the paperwork of what the police said, that this guy was basically a visitor that came to your home for 30 straight minutes. And like y'all was, I guess, chilling, relaxing, whatever y'all had going on. And then all of a sudden, you get attacked. And it's in the police report about how you were acting before the attack. And you want us all to believe that you didn't know this guy. He just strangely came in. Devon said hello, baby. Who? Devon. She said hello. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Miss Angel, Hidden Angel said hello too. Hi. All right, we got 8 in Rumble so far, guys. 8 in Rumble. We got about, I think, how much we got over here in YouTube on the YouTube sector. Hold on, guys. I tell you, your boy working tonight, trying to get everybody crunk on both sides. We got about almost 10. We got almost 10 on here and 10 on Rumble. Let's try to get 10 here and 10 on Rumble. Let's get this thing fired up, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's grow this bitch. I'm just trying to figure this out. How in the world can you convince me that this man was a stranger and you comfortably let this man chill with you for 30 straight minutes before you called the cops? And when the cops came over, you walked away nonchalantly like everything is fine, and you both in y'all underwear and the dude tackled you. And when this report is out and it's going viral, all of a sudden the NBC pulling it. Y'all can forget that shit. It's already out there now. You can't pull that. People done seen it now. So Paul Pelosi is living his best life. Let's do a revisit of Paul Pelosi in 2022. For an 82-year-old man, he is living his best life. He done got drunk, did a fender bender, had all kinds of other substances in him, I guess, allegedly. Then he turned around, called the cops, nonchalantly said everything is fine, and walked away with his underwear on. And he had another man chilling with him with his underwear on and hit him in the head with a hammer. And oh yeah, the man that did this allegedly is supposed to be a Trump supporter, but when you research his life, he is all rainbows, Black Lives Matter, you name it. He liberal to a T. You can't make this shit up. Only in San Fran shit, old boy. No wonder Nancy told them to pull that shit. All right, we got 10 over here, 10 over there, baby. We getting there. Let's get the likes up over there, too. Let's get the likes up on Rumble. Right now, let's get the likes up. Right now, I see only one like. Let's get 10 likes over there. If we got 10 people, I should have 10 likes over there. Come on, man. Help me grow to help you grow. All right, let's get 10 likes over here. This is one of the realest platforms you're going to get right here, man. Best of the best. Nobody tells news like I do. All right, I don't have no script. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm just going to tell it to you like it is. Let's get to the comments right here. Don Brady said they secret lovers. They could be, Don. I mean, it's mighty fishy to me because you chilled with this guy for 30 damn minutes. All right, let me see who else. One Hope says a little wine and candles. They might have did. They might have had wine and candles. Maybe that's why the police don't want to show the body cam. Maybe when they came over there was some wine, some candles, and some light, some low lighting. You know what I mean? I mean, he is 82. He is old school. Devin says, remember that song from my babyhood? Makes me sick in my stomach. They never said who in the car when wrecked it either. Yeah, you're right, Don. Never did. They said he had another associate. I remember that. He had another associate allegedly in the car. And they never revealed who it was. So Paul got it going on for 82. Paul living his best life. Could this be an arranged marriage? Allegedly? Could Nancy really be married to one of her girlfriends who's really a man? Oh my God. Let me tell you something. You gotta stop this shit. You making me look bad. You supposed to be my man. You gotta look manly right now. Right now you're looking soft. You knew I was soft before you married me, Nancy. Oh my God. God damn it, Paul. Damn, Paul, baby. You can't make this shit up. Congratulations, man. I mean, this shit crazy. Let's go. Let me go to check on the Rumble right quick. Let me see anybody talking in the Rumble. Let me see what we got over here. So far, we got 8 people. Let me see how many likes we got in the Rumble right now. I'm only seeing 2 likes, man. I know y'all got more. Come on, man. Don't do your boy like this, man. I know I should have about 8 likes. Okay, we got 3 likes. Come on, man. Let's get them likes up over there in Rumble. Likes are free. You ain't gotta pay for no like. All you gotta do is just thumb up, baby. It's free as can be. Let's see what we got on YouTube on the like scale. See how many likes we got. I know a lot of people been coming through, passing through tonight. You know, because people trying to do their thing. Let's see. Let's see how many likes we got. All right, guys. Right now we got about 11 likes. Let's see if we can get to 20. Like I said, the more y'all like, the more y'all comment, the more they'll send people over my way. Trying to get this thing continuously growing. All right, guys. So let's go to the next midterm situation. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Where I'm getting you midterm report after midterm report. So we done broke down Paul Pelosi. I mean, I don't know, man. This all sounds crazy to me. This is like a crazy story. Zip ties, you know, rope, all that stuff. All right, let's go into more of the politics sector. There was a lot of news came out on politics this week about people that not looking so good. In fact, let me go to the midterms. Let's go to the midterms. I forgot about that. Hot topics. We're going to the midterms. So we already talked about Obama and everything else. Let's talk about Oprah. So Oprah is out here trying to save all these liberals. Oh, you know what they say? If you can't rely on Obama, if his schedule is tight, you got to get Oprah Winfrey, right? Oprah Winfrey, one of the biggest damn upsets to Black America I've ever fucking seen. I really do. I have been lost respect for Oprah. Ever since she did The Color Purple and got that fame, her ass ain't been a Black American since. I'm being honest. She's been a straight up crazy ass liberal. So we're going to talk about what she is doing behind the scenes to show support to all these fake ass politicians. And she already had went and endorsed what's that girl name that I cannot stand, who I think is an absolute idiot, Stacey Abrams. And now here she is trying to save what's his name? What's that other one's name? Oh my god, we talked about it the other day. John Fetterman, aka John Featherwoman, the guy who still would not accept the fact oh, no, not yet, Hope and Run, but I will. You know, I'm gonna get to it. She still, they still won't talk about. Well, he still won't let nobody know how serious this stroke was to his health. Every time it gets brought up, he gets defensive. So I'm trying to find that article where I could really I cannot find this. All right. I'm going to go on my next tab. Hold on, guys. I'm going to pull this story out. I want to break it down. All right, let me see if I can get this article. All right, now. Gotta wait to this. Okay. So this is not gonna be no video. All right, I'm gonna come back to it. So I want the article. They want to give me the video. I don't want the video. I want the article. Y'all give me a second. I may have to play the video because it looks like they don't want to give me an article about it. But if I don't get the article, I'll play the video. All right, I got the article, guys. Yay! All right, let me go to the comments because a lot of people are talking calm shit about Oprah. All right, Sonia, my girl, back in the building. She said, now you say that juice is sour. It used to be so sweet, and I can't help but wonder if you talk about me. We don't talk that way. Oh, okay. Oh wow, I don't know who you talk about. So it was somebody acting crazy in here. Okay. All right, that was a joke. Okay. All right, y'all just joking. Okay, I didn't know. I thought somebody was acting crazy. All right. Don Brady said, damn, she brought Oz onto her show, and now she's throwing him out like trash. That's effed up. But that's what liberals do. That's what they do. They do that all the time. If you don't stand on code, you get the fuck you. Look what they're doing to Kyrie Irving and Kanye West right now. Oh, I got you. Oh, so you said, I'm not your superwoman. That's her lyrics to Paul. Oh, yeah, Nancy probably is singing that. You know, she got to sound like she's part of the culture. Anyway, man, this right here lets you know how twisted the radical left is. Because here's my thing. If someone is your friend or your colleague or y'all built a business relationship together, it should not matter at all if they are going with another party. I mean, that's just their political beliefs. That doesn't make them, how can I put this? That doesn't make them fucked up as a person altogether. I know I have a lot of people in my family that's liberal, but they don't believe in some of this liberal progressive bullshit. This whole, let kids change this and do that, but they still are liberal. So, we have a healthy balance of you believe what you believe, I stick into what I believe. So to me, Oprah going after the enemy like this and supporting that, yeah, that's fucked up, man. But that just lets you know that in Hollywood, if you're not on code, they'll show you their true face. Yeah, and even people talking about it's surprising because Dr. Oz used to be on her show a lot. Every time she had any medical thing she wanted to talk about, who is she calling? Dr. Oz and Dr. Phil. And I'm guaranteeing she's going to cut ties with Dr. Phil too, because Dr. Phil is also very conservative. He's coming out with that shit now. He ain't hiding it no more. So I'm quite sure Oprah is going to distance herself because that's not the new thing that's in. Republican is not the new thing. Now, I don't know why she want to endorse Fetterman, because Fetterman sucks. I mean, Fetterwoman, excuse me. While Winfrey is a Democrat herself, it's notable because Oz first came to prominence as a health expert on the Oprah Winfrey Show, but before he got his own talk show in 2009. Yep. But it ended in January. I tell you why it ended in January. Because, hold on. It ended in January because she found out that he was a conservative. I guarantee you. Because that's how the games they play in Hollywood. You gotta be Holly weird. She's one of the gatekeepers. He was talking the wrong language. He talking about love and family. All right, let me go back to here and see some of these comments on your scrapbooks. Don Brady said, and they blame plantations on us. I know they do. They always trying to blame shit on white folks. And white folks ain't always the problem. There's more to it than that. They got a thing going on, if you ask me. Yeah, they probably is. I never knew he was Republican. Yeah, he was. He's always been a Republican. I mean, Republican. I mean, just look at how Oz talk. Most doctors, guys, that's in that field, that talk about health, fitness, take care of yourself, watch what you eat, watch what you do, give you all that insight about how to go and check your body when it gets to that point of it getting pushed to the edge. Most doctors are very conservative. I should know. I work around places with a lot of these type of people. They're very conservative. You'd be surprised. They ain't into this crazy shit that these damn people trying to put in your head. If you listen to a liberal, they'll swear out that everybody in America is liberal, and that's far from the truth. There are more people out here in this world right now that are very conservative. I am just telling you, and there's more people turning conservative because people believe in the following, man. People want to have a family, okay? People still want to have a wife or a husband and want to create a family unit. They want to continue to build a legacy, to instill values, push for hard work pays off. So this bullshit that these liberals trying to push in people's head, that ain't it. That is not it. Sorry. Now, Fetterwoman said he's honored and privileged. Yeah, I'd be honored and privileged too to get her support when you know good and damn well that your crazy ass ain't going to get elected because people done seen how your health is. You went on a debate and you look like you was close to death. You can't make this shit up, man. And you expect for people to vote for you? Nobody, listen, man, this is where the Democratic Party got to understand. People is not going to vote for someone for sympathy. I've never heard of someone be in a leadership due to sympathy. People want somebody that is strong and going to take charge. Example given. Real traditional women. If you meet a real traditional Southern woman, I'm just being honest with you, a real traditional Southern woman, okay? Like my wife, you better not come up here with that bullshit of I'm soft and I need to have a latte and soy before I get my morning started. They want something rough, something tough. You get what I'm saying? They want something manly. They want the beard. They want the long hair that I got going on. The whole shake your hair, just be like, ugh. That's what real women want. Even modern women want. They don't want to admit it. They'll tell you, oh, I want something soft and loving and cuddly. No, fuck that shit. If they can have it their way, they want something as gruff and as crazy as I am or any other alpha man in there. And women want a man that will go in there and fight for what they believe in. See, this is what people don't understand about fighting for what you believe in or standing up for yourself. You don't always have to win a fight. I'm going to tell y'all a story right quick. Story time with Joel, baby. I had a friend of mine that I was cool with in high school. Okay? I'm going to not tell his name. I'm going to describe him. I'm going to call him CeeLo. CeeLo, okay, was the type of dude that he was not as big as I am. He was small, short. He was 4'11". But every time you turn around, he stood up for himself. Okay? He always got his ass beat. I ain't gonna lie. He always got his ass beat. No matter if the person was 5'4" or the person was 6'6". His 4'11" ass always got beat. And I asked him one day, and I never forget this shit. I was in 9th grade. And I was like, CeeLo, man, why do you keep standing up to these people and know good and damn well you can't fight and you're going to get your ass beat? He looked at me and he said, Joel, he said, I'd rather be carried by 6 men than judged by 12. God damn it. He told me that shit. I was like, what? What do you mean? He was like, I'm saying is I'm never going out as a no punk. I'm never going out as no punk. That's basically what he told me. I'm going to stand up for myself regardless of what people say. You know what I'm saying? And that right there really taught me something. That taught me that as long as you stand up for yourself, no matter what the outcome is, at the end of the day, people going to respect you for that shit. And that's what I'm saying here. People want someone that's going to stand up, not be a pussy. It's just what it is. And that's facts. You got to stand up for yourself. And these politicians are not it. I mean, when you out here trying to get sympathy votes, you're being secretive. You're not telling people what you got going on with your health. I mean, y'all hold on for a second. I'm back, guys. So that's what it is, man. You got to be consistently transparent, or you're not going to get votes. So to me, I do not see this guy winning. And here's another thing too, why I do not see this gentleman winning. Because a lot of these Democratic states up north are seeing so much crime that they feel like that the people that they got in charge now that's liberal are not doing their job, which they're not. So these people have decided, fuck this, I want better. Can you blame them? I mean, you think about this now. A lot of these places where these people living at, they paying some high ass rent or mortgages. So if you paying rent $4,000 and $5,000 a month, okay, or your mortgage is $4,000 or $5,000 a month, you mean to tell me that you're not going to fight to make sure that you get the right type of protection? I mean, you making those type of rent or mortgage payments in a area or a district like that, you know your taxes is high as giraffe's pussy. That means you got to go out here and you got to make sure that those tax dollars should be going to the police department, the fire department, your ambulance services at the local hospital.
Feel more connected to every fleeting moment.
Hold on for 1 second.
The Mazda CX-30 2.5 Turbo. More power.
So, to me, they need that. You gotta have that. So when you telling me that I need to settle for a candidate because of their political affiliation and not because of the fact of the matter they can't do their fucking job, and if you tell them that, it's gonna make you look like you're a racist, man, fuck that. So yeah, that's what's going on. People waking up. People want results, man. It's all about results. People want results. All right, let's go into the next one here for politics news. Y'all give me one moment. Let me pull this one out. So we're gonna take a break off for a minute, and we're gonna talk about Kyrie Irving. So we're gonna go to that next one, okay? So if you haven't heard about Kyrie Irving, or don't know who Kyrie Irving is a NBA basketball player for the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, now he used to play with LeBronica James, aka LaChina James, back in the day when the Cavaliers. He actually won a championship with LeBron. He is a great closer, one of the best closers of our time. But recently, Kyrie Irving has been known to be very controversial. Now, to us, you know how we are on the conservative side. We love controversial people. We really do. Because usually when they say somebody's controversial, it's because they don't mind speaking their mind and they ain't scared. Well, in this case, let's talk about why we are talking about Kyrie Irving getting suspended for 5 games and actually Nike suspending their relationship with Kyrie Irving. Let's go. So, a week ago, Kyrie, like many other these celebrities on Twitter, minding his own, well, one of the few, minding his own damn business, saw a movie, a documentary actually, that is on Amazon. We did this story this morning. I told y'all about this before I went to work. Okay? All right. It was a documentary on Amazon talking about the Jewish people being involved in the slave trade. All right. Answering a lot of questions about that. Now, a lot of people got into their feelings about him just sharing the link and, put a like to it. All because he did that, everybody started saying that he was anti-Semitic, he didn't like Jewish people, he was the biggest racist of all time. Y'all, let me let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about this. he tweaked a link to a film that is on Amazon right now that is making a lot of money, and they're streaming on Prime, about the documentary of Jewish people being a part of the slave history of owning slaves. Well, here's the thing, guys. Everybody owned slaves back in the day. Everybody had a slave. Egyptians, Africans, Asian, everybody had a fucking slave. You can't get away from it. Everybody had a slave. White folks was enslaving white folks. Everybody was on that slave game. Worldwide. That was where money was made. Look at what happened to the people in Ireland. Irish people during that time was even enslaved by their own Irish people. You can't make this stuff up. So my thing is this. What is so triggering about this? How is this anti-Semitic? That's what I'm saying. Because see, I was told anti-Semitic is supposed to be where you are actually disrespecting, supporting, and embracing the plight of what Jewish people went through during the Holocaust and what Jewish people went through in life in general. That's anti-Semitic. He never said nothing like that. If you feel like the film is a falsehood, why won't you go to Jeff Bezos, all you Jewish folks that's in your, especially you, Adam Silver, you the owner of the NBA. Why don't you call him up? Hey, Jeff, man, I don't like this damn film. It's making me feel very anti-Semitic vibes over here. I need you to shut that shit down. Oh, I forgot. You know why you're not going to call Jeff Bezos and tell him that? Because Jeff Bezos is going to laugh in your fucking face and tell you, fuck you. This film is making me money in my company. I'm going to keep it up. See, this is the double standard I'm talking about. This is the double standard I'm talking about. If all this stuff is so anti-Semitic like y'all say it is, why don't y'all never go to the sources that started this shit? Example with me, as a black man, if there was a celebrity that's white that liked the swastika, do you think, or a link to a swastika picture or whatever, and liked it, do I'm going to automatically think he's a racist? No. Do I think that he may have some undertones or where he's probably very stereotyped when it comes to black folks? Probably so. But I'm not going to automatically think that he's racist. Same thing if I seen a black guy who goes and have the Pan-African flag and likes it and show me the link, it has the link of it. I'm not just going to jump and assume that he's Pan-African supporter. Now, do I think that he may have some Pan-African-like vibes? Possibly. But I'm not going to jump up and do that because I need more proof. I need to see him promoting that shit. I need to see him say out of his own words, this is what's changing my life, or this is how I really feel. I'm embracing it. Then I can say, all right, that dude pretty fucked up. I don't want to deal with him. And here's another thing that makes me mad. We can go out here and make a big deal about all this anti-Semitic bullshit and things of that nature that's going on Twitter and all these social media stuff. But when a white person get disrespected and called racist names and things of that nature, Lil China James has done it, and a lot of other players have done it in the NFL and NBAs and stuff like that, I don't see nobody rectifying that problem. I don't see them get suspended for that. Because it's a double standard. It's a double standard. If I'm a coach, first and foremost, I'm going to look at this thing on multiple levels, like a 3D or 4D dimensional level. First of all, I'm gonna look at it as this is Kyrie Irving's personal account. This is freedom of speech. He did not say anything around this link, but he liked it. I want to find out why did he like it. Let's have a conversation. Now, if I have a conversation with him in private, hey man, I'm your coach, or hey, I'm Adam Silver. I want to know what's going on. You know, I see you like this post. It makes me feel it's kind of anti-Semitic vibes. You got something against Jewish people, blah, blah, blah. Now, if he breaks it down to me, said, nah, man, this is a film that shows the this, and this. You need to check it out, blah, blah, blah. It's very interesting. I'm going to look at that film. I'm going to go and I'm going to double check things that it was stated and what it said. And if it doesn't add up and it doesn't match, I'm going to go with him again and say, yo, man, I think you got some misinformation. I think you need to do some further research. This is what I found out. And I think that this ain't a good look. I'm going to leave it at that. Now, if he takes the initiative to do that and say, oh, shit, man, you right, bro. I'm so sorry. He'll apologize on his own. I ain't got to tell him. But see, that's not how it works. They want to control these dudes. Okay? Because look at what Shaq said about this shit. Now, I'm not going to play the clip because it pisses me off every time I hear it. But he said the following about Kyrie Irving. He said that Charles Barkley said this. He talking about, well, if you got a problem with, if you can share something like that and think that it's okay, then I think it's okay for me to take back your $40 million salary. Man, get the fuck out of here. No, it's not. You can't take his salary. It's not how that works. He didn't break any codes. He didn't do anything. He just shared a tweet. Now, what you could do is revisit his contract and let him out of it. Now, you could do that whenever after the season. But going out here trying to talk that shit and trying to be tough, what is that going to do? That's not going to do nothing for nobody. But that's what these dudes do, man. That's what these elites try to do. They bully you. Now, Nike want to suspend his Kyrie 8s and stuff because he's giving anti-Semitic vibe. And you know what kills me about Nike? Nike was founded by a conservative. That's for number one. And number two, you know what I'm saying? I think that if it was somebody like Jordan or somebody like LeBron, Nike wouldn't have done this. I think Nike only done this because they wanted to be on code. Because if he was making them a lot of money in shoes, like LeBron and Kobe and freaking Jordan, we would not be making this report. And let me tell you what else is so crazy about this. He released an apology. Now I'm gonna read the apology he released, and they still did this man dirty. Listen now. Listen what the apology he released. I know he was made to do it, but here's the apology. While doing some research on the YHWH, okay, I posted a documentary that contains some false anti-Semitic statements, narratives, and language that were untrue and offensive to the Jewish race or religion. And I take full accountability and responsibility for my actions, Irvin wrote. I am grateful to have a big platform to share knowledge, and I want to move forward by having an open dialogue to learn more and grow from this. Y'all know he ain't wrote that shit. He was made to wrote that. He probably got his publicist to write that shit so he could get everybody to leave him alone. And then he said, all Jewish families and communities that are hurt and affected from my post, I am deeply sorry to have caused you pain, and I apologize. I initially reached out of emotion to being unjustly labeled anti-Semitic instead of focusing on the healing process of my Jewish brothers and sisters that were hurt from the hateful remarks made in the documentary. I want to clarify any confusion on where I stand fighting against anti-Semitic by apologizing for posting the documentary without context and
between
Factual explanation.
upswings
Hold on.
and downswings. Those
I don't know why this damn thing
who
came
manage
on.
risk by
Hold on,
meeting
y'all.
each obstacle.
All right, finally, shut up. I don't know how that came up. Anyway, I had that damn thing muted. I want to clarify of any confusion on where I stand fighting against anti-Semitism by apologizing for posting the documentary without context and a factual explanation outlining the specific beliefs of the documentary I agree with and disagree with. I had no intentions to disrespect any Jewish cultural history regarding the Holocaust or perpetrate any hate. I am learning from this unfortunate event and hope we can find understanding between us all. I am no different than any other human being. I am a seeker of truth and knowledge, and I am who I am. Now, this is what's crazy to me. He released his apology. And again, I know his publicist wrote it because he ain't wrote that shit. He probably wrote it for me, probably said, all right, man, that's cool. And even though he did that, and he even agreed to donate the $500,000 to the biggest, I call them the biggest scam of charities of all time, the Anti-Defamation League. They just like the NAACP because I don't see what the fuck they do with their money because they don't do nothing. They don't never stand up for one set of people that's black folks get discriminated against allegedly, and us two groups of people and Jewish folks. And every now and then they may look out for the Spaniard people, the Spanish people, and the Asian community, which right now they're not because they're trying to say the Asian community is more white. But we'll talk about that on another day. I digress. He did all of this, and they still want to smack him on the PP. Nah, man, that's not good enough. You didn't slobber out the mouth. You know what I'm saying? You didn't cry. You didn't, go out here and bang on the doors of let me in, please. I'll do anything for you. All that bullshit. None of that. He didn't do all that. And because he didn't do that, guess what they did? They went up here and suspended this man for 5 games without pay. Now, I want y'all to think about this. How much Kyrie Irving makes a year off that contract. So you'll understand how much each game is. Let's do the math right quick. I'm going to do it on my phone because it seems like it's a little faster than my computer tonight. All right. So he's worth $33.33 million, right? Okay. So we're going to put $33 million as his annual salary. So we're going to do some calculations because they got to play 82 games a year in the NBA. So we got 33 million. All right. So he got to miss 5 games. He basically gonna miss $2 million of his money this year, all because they got in their feelings about a statement he made. $2 million damn dollars. That means that's $400,000 a game, y'all. $400,000 a game. Wow. That's how they try to control you. I'm sorry, but if you did me like that, I'm out. I'm leaving your league. You know what? I'm retiring early. Fuck it. I don't need to play ball. Why I need to play ball for when I got somebody going? You know what? I know how to handle this. Get the rest of my money. I already got everything invested. I'm out. All right, let me go to this comment section because I see y'all getting it in over here. All right, let me see. All right, I ain't seen nothing. Okay. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I see y'all would talk about that. I was looking in your comments. I thought y'all would talk about some of the stuff we were talking about. Oh, okay. And this one right here, not much will change in Chicago since someone has been bailing out the criminals they showed up to the precinct. Yeah, which is about to get bad in Illinois. I don't even want to live there. But anyway, that's what's going on with Kyrie. Going through the same thing as Jay. You cannot speak. You don't have freedom of speech when it comes to these elites, bro. If you an elite, you got another elite trying to check you. And they'll do it by pushing these companies not to do business with you. And then you got sportscasters, grown ass men sportcasters, supposed to be legends in the game of sports, calling this man an idiot when this man didn't do anything idiotic. He was just exercising his freedom of speech. It's an idiot. Y'all the idiots making a big deal about it because it wasn't nothing a big deal about. Maybe because I'm older, I don't look at shit the same like I used to. All right, so let's talk about some other stuff going on here. Hold on for 1 second. So as I go up here and finish this out on the midterm report, right now a lot of these get back to the main camera. A lot of these states now are not going blue. Currently, if you look at, I think it was Stacey Abrams, that's in Georgia, in my state. She did not get endorsed by the biggest Democrat, one of the biggest elite Democrats of Georgia. You know who he endorsed? Kim. You can't make this shit up. He endorsed Kim. Now again, I know a lot of people don't like Kim in Georgia. I mean, I know he's not the best conservative of all times, but he has made some great decisions in making sure that Georgia economy has ran smoothly. And he is a real big supporter for the police and stopping crime. So I'm cool with that. See, my thing is that at the end of the day, I'm looking for a candidate that's going to take care of the people. Now, I would prefer him to be a Trump supporter, but if he's not, oh well. If the candidate's conservative, he's got good values, and he's going to stick by his guns and make sure that we as a people are taken care of, that's all right with me. And I think the problem is why these Democratic people are losing now, that thought they were going to just take it away, is because they've been using the same talking points that has now quickly died. See, 2 years ago in the Summer of Love, defund the police, right? Release criminals on no cash bail, cashless bail. Make sure that all criminals have access to this, that, and the third. You know, go up here and don't charge people with everything. Just stupid shit that just didn't make any sense. We don't fast forward now. It's not popping off anymore. People are not feeling it anymore. People are saying, "Wait a minute, bro. We did this before, and look what it has caused us. It's caused us a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. You got a lot of businesses that have to close down because of the crime. You got people like Starbucks. We're talking about Starbucks, guys, closing down their stores in these liberal ran cities because they don't feel safe. And then let's talk about the Hispanic community. We talked about this on this channel. I'm not even going to pull up a report on that. But you got Hispanic community around Arizona, Florida, Texas are abandoning the Democrat narrative. How did that happen? Latinos used to be one of the biggest, along with the second biggest group behind black people that the liberals could count on to vote for them were the Hispanic community. That was A1. And that's why the Democrats has been going crazy and having these people come into this country. But see, the problem is that was back in the day. Fast forward to 2022, your average Hispanic that even comes into America is already got conservative views. They have a conservative mindset. They believe in family, faith, hard work, religion, all the stuff that brings you together. They believe in trying to create a positive environment. They believe in their children getting opportunities by them applying themselves and not blaming somebody else for their problems. So at the end of the day, what does that cause? People are going to go with people that have the same mindset. You never see somebody that's a robber going to chill out, going to chill with a straight by the book federal agent. Why is that? Because he know good and damn well that federal agent know what the hell he got going on. He going to what? Jail. Same thing, vice versa. So why are you doing it? And here's another thing that has changed since we talked about that the Democrats is losing on inflation. Inflation has gotten so high that people are starting to ask themselves, what about this Build Back Better plan? Well, what did it do? I don't see what it has really increased. My grocery bill is going higher and higher. I mean, what the fuck is really going on here? And what are people doing? People are saying, okay, I want that guy back with the orange hair, because with the orange face and the yellow hair. Because right now, y'all on some bullshit. And last but not least, I want to finish up with the old school Democrats, the one that likes to put the fear. I call them the Black American whipping boys. You know what I'm saying? They the one that try to push Black Americans feeling guilty about being conservative. And I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to finish and wrap this up for the night. One of them is James Clyburn. Now, when I was woke, I used to love James Clyburn. I thought he was a very smart, intelligent guy. But as I got older, I started to realize that James Clyburn is just as fucked up as James Brown stunt double Maxine Waters. Okay? These are people that will tell you that when you vote for a Republican or whatever have you, you're voting for somebody who is currently trying to bring back the Hitlers and the Stalin and dictatorship, and that black folks is gonna go back 60 years in reverse and all this shit, right? But when you vote for them, you don't never see them in your communities telling you how to get it the right way. They don't never tell you how to apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? They don't never tell you how to go out here and find different types of books to read to expand your mind. They don't never tell you how they went out here and they got picked up to get these nice and beautiful positions as doctors, lawyers, and senators, and all this shit. They don't never tell you that. Only thing they gonna keep telling you is you are a black American that's being held down by the white man, and the only thing you're gonna be good for in life is barely making it. And you got to always vote Democrat, and oh yeah, make sure that you do everything you can to suck on the system's titty. That's all they tell you. And James Clyburn has been one of them. And for him to have the audacity to tell black Americans, especially in South Carolina, that if you vote for trying to have a better life, someone who can understand family, promote faith, make sure your children are not being influenced to start wanting to go and get cut up and squared up by some doctor because they told their teacher that they like wearing some damn women or the opposite sex clothing or shoes a couple of times when they were 4 and 5 and 6 years old. Guess what? This is what happens here, man. This is what we're facing. I mean, no, I'm out on it. And I just don't respect this guy, and I think he's full of shit. And he's doing everything he can to put fear for no reason, because guess what? You ain't got to experience all that. We're not going in reverse. In fact, we're going forward. Every Republican that we have had that's been in control lately in this country have gotten us to where we at now, where we were getting relief. Remember when we had the pandemic? Daddy Trump sending checks like it was a fucking damn holiday season. Oh, they don't want to talk about that because they know. Let me ask you this. What a check the Democrats have sent now in the last 2 years? Only one. And that shit was so damn small, you could barely fucking see what it was. One. Now, if you was in California and homeless, you probably got a shitload. Anyway, guys, that is my time. I want to give a special shout out to M5 News. Thank you very much for the super chat on YouTube and on Rumble. Also, if you want to join the team, y'all need to do it now. The Patriot Squad, baby. You need to do it this month here, because starting on Saturdays, whenever I do my stream on here, it's going to be starting to become in the member vault. All right. So that means any uploads I do, anything is going to be in the member vault for the first 24 hours, maybe 48 hours. You get early access as a member, and then I'll release it to the masses. And if it's real raw, it's going in the member archive. So I'm telling you now, you need to join. It's $2 a month to be a Patriot. $2. I know it's inflation going on, but guess what? This shit never going to inflate. I'm still going to keep it at $2 because that's just what I stand on. I want everybody to enjoy the fruits of the labor that I put in for this channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Shout out to One Hope. Thank you for hanging out with us once again. Shout out to Don Brady. Appreciate you too. Anthony McQuaid. Noel Garcia. Roger W. The legend. Thank you very much for hanging out tonight. And if I did not say your name, please don't get distraught about it. You know I love you. You know I love you. So stay tuned. Late night stream tomorrow about ABL. It's gonna be about 10:30, 10:45. I do the stream. I probably have my green screen up because I know my wife, she gonna be knocked the fuck out. Please like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. I'm taking my black ass to bed. I'm out.